Hello, in this video, uh, I explain some Python object-oriented programming exercises. Okay, so if you look at this, there are 5 important features related to object-oriented programming system. They are classes, objects, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. So I won't explain theory part here. So if you want theory part, other tutorial is there. You can go through that. So here only I explain some programs. Okay. So if you want to know the classes, objects, encapsulation, what is abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, there is theory part is there in another tutorial. You can go through that. If you understand the theory part, just go through this exercise. Okay, explain these 20 exercises is there. So I will explain these 20 exercises. Some more sample programs I given. So we will see that later. Okay, first we will see these 20 exercises, and I explain logic. Just try yourself first. If you won't get it, just go through this 20 exercises. Okay, the first program, write a Python program to create an instance of a specified class and display the namespace of the said instance and create constructor having more than one parameter. Okay, here object is nothing but an instance of a class here, and namespace is nothing but information about the object. Okay, that each name references. Namespace is nothing but information about the object. Okay, if you want to know the information object is, if we go to this namespace, okay, of said instance of the said object, and create constructor. Constructor, it is a special class method for creating and initializing an object instance at that class. Purpose of constructor is to construct an object and assign a value to the object members. Members nothing but class members, it's variables and methods in a class. Okay, we'll see very simple program this is. Okay, so first create any class name, class, okay, student, whatever class you can give a name here, class student, and define a constructor. How you define a constructor in a Python? Definition underscore init. Okay, so we have defined a constructor. Okay, constructor is nothing but to purpose of constructor is to construct an object, assign a value to the object members. Okay, if you want to create an instance variables, you can go through the constructor. Okay, you can create through constructors, and you pass some parameters here. First parameter is a self. Okay, second parameter is a std name, whatever you get, name std marks, whatever name, class. Okay, std class, comma std, whatever variable you can give. You can give here std roll number, name, or roll number. Okay, roll. Self represents the instance of a class. By using self, we can access the attributes and methods of a class in a Python. Okay, self contains the memory address of the instance of the current class. Whatever you create an object, that object memory location, this self, okay, the self variable knows that object memory location, so that through self you can access the class members, that means class variables and methods. Okay, through constructor you can create instance variables here. Okay, we are creating instance variable. At the time of object creation, the values will assign to these variables. Okay, first we will assign the values to how you assign the values to the variables. Self dot std name, okay, is equal to std name. Next one, self dot std class is equal to std class. Simple. To assign a value to initialization. Okay, if it is instance variable initialization. This is how you create instance variables in Python. If you want to create instance variables, you can create through constructor here. Okay, self dot std role is equal to simple std role. So in class we successfully created instance variables. Okay, instance variables, we can construct instance variables through constructor here. Okay, constructor is nothing but it construct is an object and assign a value to the object members. When at the time of object creation, the values can automatically assign to these variables here. Okay, constructor, instance variables. Now we have to create instance methods. Methods nothing but a function in a class, nothing but a method. Simple words. Function in a class is a method here. You know how to create a method here. Method function here. Definition, some display, this method name. Okay, and self here. Okay, self. So print, I want to print all this student name. I want to print student name here. Okay, self comma pass this parameter. Self contains the memory location of these variables. Okay, student name here, simple, same. Display the class also, student class here, student class, std class, and student role name. Std role. Okay, so display method displays the variables assigned to these values here. Okay, sorry, values assigned to these variables. Constructor means instance variables here. That's about the class. Now we will create the object here. Okay, how to create object in Python? Simple. Student is equal to, or whatever, std is equal to student. Okay, that's it. Std, whatever you can create here, std. Okay, std. So this is a way of creating the object. This is object here now. Okay, student object. This is a class name and with parenthesis following. So like this you can create an object in a Python. So you can pass the arguments also. So that means student name, student class, student role. So whatever you can pass here, student name, name you can give whatever name, Ravi, whatever, comma, class name, okay, 12th one, whatever, roll number 125. Okay, so at the time of object creation you can pass these values to these variables here. Okay, means the arguments to these parameters. So to constructor you can assign these values to these variables here. At the time of object creation the values will be assigned. Okay, and to display here, just display method, student does display, simple. So check it. See, student name Ravi, 12, 125, student number 125 here. Okay, display method. So class consists of instance variable, instance method. Okay, so I hope you understand this. This is a class name. Through instance variable we have created instance variable through constructor, and method through here instance method here. This one is instance method, instance, it's instance variable here. Okay, so self contains the memory location of the variables here, variables and the methods. It contains memory information. Okay, memory address of the instance of the current class. Self contains the memory address of the current class. This class is contains the memory address of the current class. To access those variables you can create the object, and you can create through object you can access the create an object of the class, and through object you can access the members of the class. Okay, through object you can access the members means nothing but the variables and the methods of the class. Okay, so and also if you want to see in dictionary format, there is another property called dict here. Okay, so through object it is a student dot, see here, underscore dict is there here. Okay, dictionary means dictionary, dictionary means key and value pair. If you want your output in key and value file, you can write this code. Every Python has an object, a property, every Python object has a property, okay, called dict here. To see your object in dictionary format, this key value pair here, observe here, see student name Ravi, student class 12, student role 125. Okay, so if you want to see your class members in a dictionary format, you can see through dict property here. Okay, student means std is an object here, dict means a property here. Okay, there are so many properties are there. This is one of the property of the Python property, object property, student here. Okay, we create a class, first one, next we create a constructor, and we create a method nothing but a function in a class. So if you want to access these methods and variables, you can have to create an object. We have created an object here, std is equal to student class name followed by some values of these class variables. To assign these values to these variables, you have to create instance variables. If you want to create an instance variables, you have to create a constructor here. Okay, constructor is I underscore init. If you want to create a constructor, underscore init underscore means double underscore here. So constructor purpose is to construct an object and assign a value to the object members here. Okay, it's a special class method. Constructor instance method. Constructor is a special class method for creating and initializing an object. Okay, instance of the class. So we can call the constructor as an instance variables and instance method here. Okay.